Good morning, everybody. How are y'all doing? Welcome to Weird and Woo Woo. I'm weird. We all get a little woo woo. Okay, I cleaned this off and then so I have a sage cleaner, right? It's a spray that has sage in it. And I cleanse the space as far as like actually wiping it down. And then I also did some Palo Santo. Then I started dropping more ash and I was like, well, look at that. Anywho, all right, we're doing the week ahead, okay? This is good for the week ahead whenever you find it. But let me just give you a couple of parameters. We are looking at something that either begins this week, something that actually happens this week, the energies that are at play at this week. There's something about the week ahead that's pertinent to the message that I'm delivering, okay? Now, you are a sovereign being over your life, and you get to determine if, how, when, where, why any of these messages might apply. So I suggest whatever you do, don't Cinderella shit to make it fit, okay? Fantastic. So we're gonna go ahead and dig in. I do have, my diet has been changing, but it's like, it's morphing, transforming into a diet that is well suited for my body. Let's just put it that way. And it's happening very easily, naturally. They wanted me to bring up the fact that I have lemon water, and then it just started coming out of my mouth. So you all may be going through some type of like alchemy in regards to your diet for the sake of your body, so that your body's optimal. Now that's going to be different for everybody because what your body needs is going to be different, and I suggest listening to your body. You all know I love coffee. I try to go back. This has happened several days in a row. I've tried to go back to take, first off, I can't seem to drink it too early in the morning now. And then second cups are a no. Like my body's, ugh, ugh. So just listen to those things, okay? Follow the guidance that's coming through for you. All right, so there's that. We're gonna start with the Night Sun Tarot. I always call it the Sun Night Tarot, and but I always think I mix it up a lot. So I looked at the, I still have the box that it came in. It's the Night Sun Tarot. Yeah. So hopefully I will get it right. I'll probably morph again someday and start getting it wrong again. I currently have a bird outside my window staring me down, and he's hippity-hoppying. He's like to get closer to the window. He keeps turning his head and he's looking right at me. Birds are probably messengers for you. They might indicate something for you. Now this one is just a robin. Now I don't know. Robins may mean something to you. Generally, robins don't hold much of a message for me. In particular, so I'll just leave it at that. But this little dude, he's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing, dude? Mind your business. All right, let's get started. The week ahead, Spirit. What do you want to have? What do you want to have? What do you want to say? What do you want to have? What do you want to say? Temperance. This is like something, this is like, because it gives the energy of alchemy, it is like something working itself out, or working the way it should. That's what it came through to me as. I did mention a bit of a transformation with your body and your body's energy. Let's go with 8 of Cups. Okay. Something working itself out. It's funny because the 8 of Cups is like, it's the right thing. It's the right balance. 8 of Cups, walking away from something that just, while it served you at one point, no longer is suited for you. I don't know how to explain it other than that. But giving that it is mimicking the Justice card, something just works out the right way for your exit, or for you to, it's like like something closing out and like moving on without it either looking or feeling like something is closed out. Like your typical goodbyes or something like that. It's and then the Eight of Pentacles, it just moves forward. It just moves forward. You will have a bit of a balancing act to perform coming up. Because I want to say, when something isn't so cut and dry, like one thing ends, another thing begins, it's almost, because that would give the indication that you can set the old cups down. Three of Cups, the three, you know, in traditional Four of Cups, you got the three cups before you. That's the status quo. That's what is. That's the stuff that's in front of you that you don't really, and then the proverbial cup that comes from the sky, right? This is one having to do it all. So you may be taking something on before you feel like something else ends, and that's because this, whatever happens this week, is not a cut and dry ending beginning, like ending first then beginning. It is like a metamorphosis. It is a transformation. So it kind of blends. It's blended. So it's like something else comes in, and so you will be, I don't want to say juggling, because they're like, juggling is not the right word, but you will be managing the new thing with your existing life, but then another cup will come in. So it's like two new things come in, two new aspects, two new endeavors, two new beginnings, two like in fact, I feel like it's a part of the same beginning, but it's like two separate events or two separate things that come in. And once that second one hits, that's when you can put those other three cups aside, okay? And the fact is that this is a harmonious ending, a harmonious transition, they just told me. They keep correcting me. Because take a look at this. These cups are not spilled. They may have spilled or overflowed at one point, but each one of these cups are upright. They're not laying on the ground, disheveled or anything else like that. There's no sorrow in it. You've got the two cups. So here we have something new coming in. You're still juggling something that's currently existing. Because it's like two things simultaneously happening, and like one will die out. Like the existing life will kind of like, I don't know. They want me to not use certain words. I'm like, well, give me, like I want to say it dies out. And they're like, don't say die out. Like they're making sure I don't use any kind of harsh language is what I want to say. Dissipates. Thank you. They finally gave it to me. So like your existing life just kind of trails off, dissipates. Boop. So whatever it is that you're managing, if you feel like you're juggling anything that you're currently having to deal with, your current circumstances will just kind of like dissipate into nothing as new things come in. So, but there's going to be an overlap in the beginning, is what I want to say. Then something new comes in, right? Which is Queen of Cups energy. So they said this is the precipice, because here's the one cup that came in, and then she's pregnant with the next opportunity. It's like the next one's about to be birthed. We'll find out the significance of bringing out the Queen of Cups for that in just a minute. But and then once you have both squarely in the hand, it's almost like there's two things that need to happen for you to fully enter in. How do I put it like this? I don't know why they're having me give you analogies, because I feel like we've kind of already made it abundantly clear. Let's say that you are taking an exit off of a road, and instead of having a full stop sign, you have a yield sign, meaning that you slow down to make sure traffic that's already coming. So it's like you merge. These things are just merging. Okay, thank you. So like these two existences merge, and you're continuing to move forward, but you're also in a very balanced manner. Like things are really optimally transitioning. That's what I want to say. And it's allowing you to walk away from one thing into another without it feeling like there's any kind of stark contrast or jolt or tower moment or whatever it is. It's just an easy transition, an easy merge of like what you've been doing up to this time into something new. And so I want to say you'll something new enters in, and you're going to have to address it while still simultaneously doing certain things in your life, you know, like, and again, since it's like 2 timelines, you know, kind of like going like this, and you see how like it's real thick right here, but it kind of tapers off. So they're going to overlap like this a little bit. So this to me may be you still, the old timeline that's dissipating may be like loose ends, just certain loose ends. So you're not going to have like everything 100% ready when something new comes in. But before the secondary, because again, 5 of Cups, in this particular one, these are done. It's over with. They're up on the shelf. They're turned upright. He's got his 2 cups, both in hand, and he's looking in the direction that he's got to go. So he's kind of like ready. And you notice that he's not giving any more attention to this. So something new is coming in. There's going to be a bit of a overlap currently in your timelines where like existing things are being wrapped up and dissipating out of your life. Something new has already begun. There is this, they want me to give the energy, they're saying anticipatory. So it's like you've got that new cup, so you know something's really about to, so there may be a bit of an excitement, you know, because like, you get real excited around, well, most people do, not everybody, and that's perfectly fine. I know that it's very, very life-changing, but you know, like around a baby and stuff like that, it's like, ooh, the anticipation of it, right? But unlike when you very first find out that you're pregnant and there's like a long road before it shows up, she's definitely very much close to giving birth. So she's got, yeah, there's a sense of anticipation. And as soon as you're really ready, by the time the second thing comes in, and we might try to get some clarity on what things are coming in, like what initially will arrive, what's the secondary thing to arrive. Because I feel like once the secondary thing shows up, you're well on your way and, you know, very secure in your path. We have the 9 of Wands. I keep hearing securing. This initially might be, I get a very strong of, I don't get the sense of hard work, but I get the sense of like commitment, buckling down, perseverance, like commitment. Because this is a very autonomous energy is what I want to say. One where it is, you know, whatever happens or transpires is squarely on your shoulders to, like, there's acts that you must carry out that are strictly on you. It kind of gives the energy of, you know, things being in your hands as to whether it moves forward, because you could totally just not. I am getting a bit of like, with a self-perseverance, commitment, a sense of, I must do this for myself. Like, I'm going to do this for myself. It feels very unwavering. Like, I'm going to secure this. I'm going to do what is necessary to get it done. And I don't know why that suddenly showed up like that. But let's keep going. Oh, that's a lot. That's like a whole book. This is just like, I just feel like you're dedicated to making sure it happens. This is you not giving up. This is you seeing something through. Thank you, Spirit. Because I was like, self-perseverance. And did it, like, you're seeing this through. You're like, abso-fucking-lutely. Because it's for you. Like, this ultimately is going to bring you joy. And so you're like, I'm going to make sure this happens for me. I'm going to make sure this is a success. Okay. Tell me more about the anything about the Queen of Cups here. Ooh, yes, bitch. Something about the anticipation, like, is going to fuel you. The excitement, the anticipation. I want to say that when the first thing shows up, even though it's overlapping with things that you're taking care of, there's such a level of emotional satisfaction because you feel secure in knowing something. Security feels, that's a big word this week. You feel really like something is really rooted in. Like, it is happening. It is transpiring. It is moving forward. It's evidential. I think this also feels like your intuition is really on par. You feel you just feel very good about what's happening this week. And that acts like fuel. Queen of Wands she's a badass. She has confidence, drive. She feels like she's standing in her power. Like, she is standing in her power, not just feels, but she is standing in her power and is in a powerful position to make these changes. Wow. It feels very victorious. You know, I want to say, let yourself feel excited. Let yourself feel happy and joyous about, even though you know you still have a little bit of like wrap up, you see it. It's evidentiary. It's within your life. Something is showing up. You may be having a bit of overlap, but you can see the transformation and transition happening, and it's happening in a very harmonious manner. It's making it very easy. With the Temperance, very easy to let go of certain things, because sometimes we have to let go at like a trust fall, and then something shows up. It just one bleeds into the other. And it's going to be very victorious. I think you have a lot of confidence. Like, whatever shows up gives you immense confidence that things are happening. It's going to happen. And when the second thing shows up, you're like, there's follow through. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. I feel something off of, ooh, 10 of Cups. You're happy about this. And with your perseverance, not only are you going to be happy, but you're going to create an environment where it's like, 10 of Cups always gives me the energy of not just personal contentment. You're like, I'm happy with, you know, who I am, or I'm happy with myself, but I'm happy with my environment. There's a reciprocity. I'm being fed positive energy. I'm having support, and there's this back and forth. It's not just me focusing internally. It's all inclusive. It's joy internally and externally with what's happening in my life. Okay. Let's put this up. So let's focus on, I want to get some information on the cups. Like the events that will be happening. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So, Starman Tarot. I almost said Sunman Tarot. I don't even think that's a thing, but okay. The sun is a star. And that may be an indication of you are in anticipation of because the sun is also a star, which means that's in anticipation of a wish coming true. Ooh. Okay, tell me more. We're talking about the first cup first. Okay. Straight out the fucking, can I just say, Ten of Pentacles, definitely in this particular instance. Now, it talks about longevity, long-term things, blah, 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 blah. And we understand this is the beginning of something. But when I have the Ten of Pentacles describing the Four of Cups, after the Eight of Pentacles, it's fucking money for sure. And the Ace of Pentacles, I just told you. I told you. So finances will improve first and foremost. Ten of Swords, and it allows you to kind of like detach and separate yourself from the pain of whatever the lack of money was bringing to your life. And again, probably why there is a slight liminal space with the Queen of Cups before the second thing comes in. So it's like, I feel like somebody's receiving money and then, I want to say in like an acclamation, there's a knowing that the worst is over. But I don't want to, I feel like saying real moves aren't made 100% until the second thing comes in, okay? Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is what starts things off. An Ace of Pentacles for a lot of money. Money, money, money. We have two tens here. So that is the end and the new beginning, because 10 represents moving into a new cycle. And the money, I want to say, is necessary because we do have the book that is usually with the High Priestess. We have the Hierophant out. So the book with the knowing, the knowledge of what's meant to happen or what should be occurring or what's about to happen, it's open, it's clear. The Ace of Pentacles acts like a seed. So here you have the book underground, kind of like how the High Priestess would have something like a closed book. Like there's a plan, there's something to occur, but we don't know yet what it is, or we don't know all the aspects of it. I'm not privy to all the information. And as something has gestated and begins to break ground, things become very clear. The knowing, the path ahead, the steps all become very clear. And I want to say that basically the Ten of Pentacles gives birth to this new path. It's necessary for it to come in first so that you can create that which is supposed to. Here, the High Priest is all about divine planning, esoteric knowledge or etheric knowledge that has yet to the field of possibilities that has yet to transpire in your reality yet. And the Hierophant is all about creating the life external to us that matches us internally, that we have desired, that we have created, that we have birthed, right? So you're in this anticipation of knowing exactly what's about to be birthed. That's why, again, Queen of Cups. So it's like there's something about the money coming in, something very materialistic coming in that you're like, oh yeah, it's happening. It's a go. Okay. Tell me about the second cup that shows up. Four of Swords. Now, this definitely talks about travel. It is talking about peace, but I feel like you experience that when you're in the Queen of Cups type of energy, in that anticipation. It's exciting, but it's peaceful as well. Like you feel, again, I feel like I'm back in my power. I'm back on my game. But this travel, trips, movement. Wee shoo wee. I heard unanticipated, couldn't have seen this coming for the Seven of Pentacles. And they're giving me this because, again, you know, you plant seeds and you're like, you don't know when, what, where, which seed is going to pop through at any given time, even despite, you know, well, usually these seeds take this long, and like you think you planned it all out right. It's all, the garden decides what it's going to do once it's in the ground, right? You don't know until it comes through. And this is all, like, he's in a very desert area. Again, the money comes through, and it's like, and then something comes, Wheel of Fortune, it changes everything. It changes your trajectory, the momentum, the energy. And I do want to say the Page of Wands probably is your path. Page of Wands also tells me about where you're going to direct your energy. Why is it? Okay, hold on. If you've been thinking about getting away, if you've been thinking about moving, that very well may be what this is talking about. Four of Swords. It gives you peace. It gives you excitement. The second cup may be direction. You know direction now. It's like, you may have been like, I've got plan A, B, and C, but a certain thing can only happen if I have the money, and the money then comes in, and it's like, now you know. Now you know you can do A. You don't have to do B or C. I mean, you could if you wanted to. That becomes the choice that they talk about here. The only way, you have to actually follow through, right? So you get to embark on this new direction, this new path, which really changes everything. I feel like the Seven of Pentacles is the second cup. Almost like the money that comes in is the fertilizer for something, for this transformation, for things to change in your favor. Because you can now look at this other path that you were uncertain about. Give me more. Give me more on the Five of Cups, Seven of Pentacles energy, please. Can we get more specific about what it is? Because, again, it feels like it's coming to you. A leap of faith. So, the second cup may be an opportunity in the sense of right moment. Because things are going to be overlapping, okay? Because things are kind of like you're still tying up some loose ends, or you're still dealing with certain things from your existing, that little bird is still there, existing experience when something new comes in. And it begins to kind of like dissipate. It just gives me the energy of preparation. Again, also like the Queen of Cups, we're going to bring her back to the forefront. Some form of, because, you know, like when you're pregnant towards the end, which is she is, and there's this anticipation, you do everything to get ready, right? You know, that nesting period and everything else like that. Like you're tying up the loose ends and you're making sure you got it as good as you can get so that you don't have to worry about those things as you. So it feels as if, though, because it feels as if like parting, I don't know why they're giving me Moses and parting the Red Seas. And they have, you know, since then, like we do know there is a tide change that happens that actually gives way periodically. There's I watched the whole fucking thing on it. I don't know what it's called. But they said there is a way where during that time, the waters, some event that may have happened could have caused the waters to part. And it was like, that was their moment. So it's kind of like, you know, Moses knew, and I used to be in the Christian faith. I'm not a Christian now, but my father was a preacher. Yay! That divine order meets divine timing, if that makes sense. So it's almost like being guided to the point where it's like, okay, here's the opportunity. Everything is removed. Get your people across. Do what you got to do now. So I feel like, because we have the Fool, which is taking the leap of faith, and the Seven Wands is the confidence that I am doing things for me. Seven of Wands is self-respect, self-love, standing in your power, setting the boundaries, executing things accordingly for you. It is putting you fucking first. It is doing what is right and necessary for you. It is loving yourself enough to do that. And the Wand suit is, I apologize if you hear my phone, but can I just tell you, I think these are confirmations, but I do know for a fact, my children love to text a lot. And I'm in a little group chat with my two oldest. And Lord have mercy, I don't want to be like, they talk about stuff sometimes where I'm like, I'm out of the loop. I mean, they talk about LeBron and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay. And I don't want to be like, dude, y'all are talking too much about this, because then they will kick me out. Okay. So funny thing is, my high schooler's in school today, so I will be having a conversation with my eldest son, like, dude, quit texting him when he's in school. Good Lord. Anywho, so if you keep hearing it going off, my bad. I can't do anything about it. So, and I ain't checking it because I already checked it once. So yeah, this is giving me like the willingness to act when the moment comes. So that's what this is. There's going to be a breakthrough. You feel like there's not an opportunity. You feel like there's not, like it's barren land, and somehow it's like luck should have it, the Wheel of Fortune, luck should have it that you can take the opportunity. So luck goes in your favor. Things turn in your favor. The energies favor you. The forces of nature, whatever you want to call it, forces of nature favor you right now. Something happens to allow this breakthrough. And you see how like there's this path between these two. So my thing is that I just want to say, an opportunity is going to present itself where, Four of Swords, you may get to take a trip, or maybe move, whatever it is. There's some level of travel and getting away. And that's the second opportunity. And when you jump on it, because you should, because we have the Fool card, it is a leap of faith. It is taking a risk. It is, despite risks moving forward, or not knowing everything about something. So you're going to get money. And I want to say, and again, divine timing is kind of like, there's a saying, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Divine order is certain things had to happen first in a particular order in order for this thing to happen. So it's kind of like there's going to come a moment when things just land just right, and Spirit's going to guide you to it, and you're meant to take that path. Like a door opens is what I want to say, and that door is not going to stay open. So you need to take it. That's what the second cup is. And that's when you're like, fuck this shit, watch me leave, I'm going, I'm walking through the door. It requires, Nine of Wands is like Seven of Wands amplified over. It's a level of strength, perseverance, knowingness. It has a hint of Rhino spirit, like nothing will stop me. So I want to say secure the bag. They're saying secure the bag. Okay. Okay. I want to find out if all of this is happening this week or if just the initial. I feel like it's the initial. I feel like the first cup comes. They kind of like want you to understand what this means so that you can be appropriately in the Queen of Cups energy. Oh, thank you. We're going to use Hermetic Tarot to tie this all in. Are both cups happening this week? Are both cups happening this week? Both opportunities? Both? Okay, you better get your little are they both happening this week? I feel like pulling this one. You're ready. You're prepared. You're capable. So this to me says divine timing is right. Like had things unfolded in a particular order at a different point in your life, say a year or 2 years ago, it may not have lined up just right. So this is the execution of some kind of like orchestration. So when you play in the field of possibilities and you plant your seeds and you're in that creation energy of the High Priestess and you're envisioning the possibilities and kind of like whittling things down to what you truly desire. You know, things begin to happen in order to line that up. Hierophant is all about that becoming a reality. You're ready. The breakthrough happens this week to make this a reality. Okay, so it is the initial breakthrough. That's what I gather that as. Like, it is absolutely the breakthrough, which would be the first cup. I feel like which puts you in the Queen of Cups energy. I'm just going to tell you. Because she got it in her hand. She's like, whoa, it's happening. Page of Wands allows you to get excited and direct your energy towards a new path. Ten of Swords. Yes. So this week is going to be about the anticipation, the excitement, the looking to a new path. Because the Page of Wands or Princess of Wands also kind of is the torch. It lights a new way. It gets you excited about something, like the initial excitement of something happening. As well as separating yourself. Ten of Swords, which is what happened over here. Ten of Swords, detaching, separating yourself from past pain. As you, and there's a red cardinal right now. So that's ancestors coming through. So this week is going to be focused on that. Seeing and clearing the new path. High Priestess. Again, High Priestess matches the Queen of Cups energy, where it's like everything just falls into alignment. You see it clearly. You intuitively know it is happening. You just know it's happening. You know exactly what's happening. And the book, like, it's like the plan unfolds. The plan is revealed to you. So clarity comes through this week. So this week is all about getting excited, feeling revived, separating from old anxieties, separating from the fears and the uncertainties of what will or won't maybe happen, getting a lot of clarity because the first cup comes in, and then understanding and seeing first the plan that's about to, so that you can anticipate it. And then over here, this was flipped also, but I left it on the deck, but when I was holding it, it was flipped. The Knight of Wands, things will take off. So this, again, is acting without hesitation, the level of excitement. There's a level of speed to this too. So I want to say, like, it may not be more than a week before the second cup comes in, or 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have very long. And that's usually the nesting period. It's usually like 1 or 2 weeks before, at least the last month before something comes in. Before the baby, before the thing is birthed. Whatever it is in your life. And so I want to, Knight of Wands, tell me, it's going to feel like it's just transpiring quickly. And they want you to be excited and to act and be ready for this, like, without any hesitation. Okay, we're not going to do that because it's a whole book, obviously. Six of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of transition that's happening this week. I don't feel like the opportunity, the things lining up so that the parting of the Red Seas so that you can walk through a door is happening this week. But all these other things, all these other emotions that we've discussed does. So this week is about initiating that. And 2 timelines or 2 things overlapping. So, all right, well, I am going to leave it at that. Yeah, this week is the week of transitions. Again, we started with the Temperance, where it was like they kind of merge and meld together, and there's this transition that's happening, and it's like, you know, and that's the thing with, I mean, sometimes in water, like the Six of Swords, the idea of being in the boat, going from choppy waters to calmer waters, it just kind of dissipates, right, as you go along. It's not a very thing. So this week is all about, there's something about next week. We'll find out when we do the reading for next week, but absolutely, this is the week of transformation and change, and knowing and being in anticipation, like having real evidence that it is going exactly how High Priestess, you envisioned it, how you wanted to create it, but the full plan is also going to be revealed this week. Like you get it, you know how you're going to do something. You're just not doing it just yet. You're still tying up some loose ends, yada, 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 yada. So, all right, I hope this finds who it is meant for. I hope you have a fantastic, wonderful day. I hope you have a fabulous week. And I will see you guys at the next read.